The pandemic has left us all feeling a little out of control.
I think the biggest challenge has been being separated because of the closure of the facilities and the restriction of visitors. That was the key thing at the beginning. But we've always had outbreak protocols in long-term care, and we've always had to close down for flu outbreaks or gastrointestinal kinds of things. But none of those protocols were for something that went beyond a couple of weeks. Like mostly the thing would run its course and things would be back to normal. But this ended up being so prolonged that the next consequence of that was people's mental health.
When the lockdown occurred, there was no warning, there was no preparation. There was just, you can't come back. I didn't know that day that it was going to be 4.5 months before I'd be in the same room with my wife.
Every time we have a visit, and they're infrequent because, we have to share. My sister and I share our visits. So once every 2 weeks, I have 50 minutes to go. And most of that 50 minutes, instead of talking about the good memories, it's, where's mom? What about so-and-so? And reorientating every single visit. And I think at some point he's going to grieve on a whole nother level, and he's going to get depressed.
I think there's been more and more understanding throughout the world as they've seen the consequences to older adults of having their choices taken away from them, and being completely isolated from those they love. In some cases, not being able to have as good nutrition, etc., because they'd been used to being fed perhaps by a loved one or a spouse or someone like that.
When my mother was at the care home, I became involved with the family council. And so I was able to meet once a month with other family members. We got to know each other because we were there every day, most of us. It became a community for all of us. And once a month we met and could talk about our frustrations, what we thought was going wrong, and some of the things we thought were going right. And we also got into a point where we thought we can't just be critical. So we started brainstorming and thinking about how can we contribute to making a difference and changing and making things better in this place.